When it comes to drinking water, people seem to run away from it all the time. In fact, they look at all sorts of flavored water, carbonated water, water with either sugar or artificial sweeteners as a way to quench their thirst. Now the question is, what about all of this carbonated water that people are drinking? Does it somehow lead to weight gain? Let's look at the evidence. Before we dive into all of that, it's always good to look at a little bit of trivia around history. So here's a couple of interesting facts. 1767, that's when the first carbonated beverage was made by Englishman Joseph Priestley. 1807, that's when the first flavored carbonated soft drink was made by Dr. Philip Singh Physic of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. So you have the first carbonated beverage and then you have the first flavored carbonated beverage. And since that time, the industry has exploded. So what the heck are carbonated drinks? What should you know? Essentially, carbonated beverages is pressurized carbon dioxide that's added to drinks. And as they do that, the reason for it is because it increases the acidity, it increases the flavor, and that's why people like them. So what's the data around carbonated beverages and weight gain? And what the heck does ghrelin have to do with it? Let's talk about ghrelin. Well, ghrelin is a hormone that's released from the stomach. Its purpose, we call it the hunger hormone, and its purpose is to stimulate food intake, fat deposition, and growth hormone release. So ghrelin has lots of function. The one that everybody knows about and gives it a bad name is that it's the hunger hormone. So that being the case, what did they do in this particular study? Well, they had 4 groups. One was tap water, one was degassed carbonated beverage. Why degassed? Because they wanted to make sure that there wasn't something else in carbonated beverages aside from the carbon dioxide that may affect the outcomes. Then there was the regular carbonated beverages like sugar, and there was a diet carbonated beverages. That's like Splenda, stevia, aspartame, so forth. So what did they find? Well, what they found was that both regular and diet carbonated beverages had significantly higher weight gains in the rats than did the water or the degassed carbonated beverage. So far we're seeing that regular, which is sugar, and diet, which is artificial sweeteners, both are causing the weight gain. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe it's the sweeteners and it's not the carbon dioxide. Let's keep going. Let's look at ghrelin. So when they looked at ghrelin, what they saw was that with the regular carbonated beverage and the diet carbonated beverage, both had significantly higher ghrelin levels than the water or the degassed. So remember, in degassed, they took the carbon dioxide out. And as expected, if it's the carbon dioxide causing it and you take it out, ghrelin levels should not rise, and that's exactly what they saw here. Okay, what about in humans? It's great to do all of this study in rats, but if it doesn't translate into humans, then maybe none of this holds true. Well, they did that. They measured ghrelin in 20 male students, ages about 18 to 23-year-old, and what they found was exactly the same thing. In the regular carbonated beverages and in the diet carbonated beverages, the ghrelin levels rose up significantly higher than in water or degassed. But they also added another arm, and this arm was simply carbonated water, which means no diet, no artificial sweeteners, no sugar, just carbonated water and no other calories in there. And same exact thing. With the carbonation in there, with the carbon dioxide in there, ghrelin levels were significantly higher. So what is the bottom line here that you need to know about? First is both rats and humans consuming either a regular, diet, or plain carbonated beverages, they're going to end up having higher ghrelin levels. And those higher ghrelin levels are going to translate into a higher food intake, and that higher food intake will translate into, you guessed it, higher weight gain. So the next time you're reaching for any kind of drink, remember, water is still the best stuff on earth.